Take that, other Captain America. Oh my gosh, you got Iron Man out of the air. That's awesome. Oh, got another. Oh, I got a little double. Who did I kill? Come here, Strange. Oh, I'm coming for you. Ha ha ha! I can't get away from me. Boom! Gotcha. I thought you were Cap. You knew my abilities, my guy. Get off me! I'm a super soldier. Yeah, she's done that before. Okay. Oh my gosh, got that. Take that, Squirrel Girl. I don't care about your mods on Nexus.
I watched him do a sub work literally a second. The sleep schedule I have currently, I'm not going to sleep until 12.
What's going on, YouTube? You know, if you see my face on your feed, you're about to learn the best settings for a hero in Marvel Rivals, and today we've got Cap. I've been doing too many DPS heroes. I'm hearing the complaints. You guys are mad at me. So now I'm picking up a tank, and my favorite tank is going to be Cap, and you probably never guess why. I'm a bit of a movement player in games that I play, but I don't know if this is like a bug, if it's just for a controller. I haven't played a lot for him, but if you toggle his sprint, you toggle it forever. So this is me moving forward without the toggle on. This is me if it is on. Look, you go into sprint immediately, over and over and over and over and over again, no matter what you're doing. So you can be fighting and stuff and throwing your shield and whatever to land, and then immediately hero leap right after. And he's got unlimited sprint of this this patriotic run and fearless leap type stuff. So even after moves and stuff, you've got unlimited of it, and you can just get out immediately. When I'm up close and personal, I usually turn it off so I can chain together different moves and stuff. But usually when I'm getting around the map, or if I'm getting shot at by other projectile characters, I can just sprint around and kind of hit this stutter step and hit him like I'm on the football field making him spin around. But I really like him, and I haven't played a lot of tank, so we're gonna start off with Cap. I'm trying to learn Thor. He's a bit more of a learning curve, but let's go into the settings that I found for Cap that I used to get the clips at the beginning of this video. He's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying him. So this is what I'm running for him. He is a melee character, yes, but that is why I've got 500 of the top horizontal sense and I've got 380 on the vertical. You've noticed that most of my other characters have a much lower vertical sense. Again, if you're new to my videos, you see 500, such a high sensitivity. I'm telling you right now, don't be intimidated. It's not going to feel like it's such a high sensitivity. Now, another disclaimer. I have foam around my right stick, and I have a thumbstick extender. So this is what I'm running. No, do not bring my menu up. I've got this thumbstick extender and a foam ring around the right stick. So it does feel a little less jumpy for me. If you do not have controller bindings for your controller, or controller accessories for your controller like that, you can try keeping these the same and decreasing all of these by 10. That would make it feel better for you. And if that still doesn't work, after that, decrease both of these by 100, and then if that's still too fast, do by 50 each time until it feels comfortable. This should feel good regardless, and I'll get into why. But if it does feel bad, that's the process as to customizing this for you, because not everyone. I don't want you to just copy and paste my settings. I want to show what works best for this character, and then explain what everything does so that you can make your own best sense. So we all have a good DPS tank and healers out there. You're probably also wondering why I'm dressed like this. Don't ask. So at the very beginning, we've got this custom minimum range. This is how long the inner sense is going to take. So this first slope right here, we get into it every time, but I'm going to breeze past it because we've got new people in the videos. This represents, let's use the key of the mouse. This slope represents the innermost of your stick. So if I move my stick from here to here, it's only going to be this high of a sensitivity, which is why this doesn't feel super high on the innermost of your stick. But once I get out to the outer ring, so I go from here and I press it out to about here, we get to this point. So let me explain a little bit better. The farther you push on this, the farther this gives an input, right? Let's act like this is a line that continues as you press your stick out. This goes out back and forth. So I press it all the way out, it goes all the way out here. I press it halfway, it goes about here. So I press it just a little bit to this little this inner ring, it's going to stay super low sensitivity. That's what this line does. The lower this line is, the lower the sense is going to feel. So for the entire first half of your input on your right stick, you're going to have a low sense. That lets me move around and see how I can move around like I have a really low sensitivity. But if I push my stick all the way out to the right, boom, it increases. So I only have high sensitivity when I want to turn around, like I'm a keyboard and mouse player. Not quite as fast, but enough to be able to stay competitive, and then I can keep my low sense if I want to track and throw my shield, because he's got a little bit of projectile attacks, so that's what that's really good for. This is what works for me. If you want to keep your lower sense for longer, make this farther out. All right, I guess I'll just stop and restart. As I was saying before I was interrupted by someone in my Discord, make this farther out if you want the lower sense to last longer. If you want to take this input and go all the way out here before you hit the faster sense, go ahead and do that. So that's what this bringing this out does. After that, this slope, you can bring that out farther. What that does is makes it a smoother incline. I like to have it like almost immediate. As soon as I hit that input past halfway, I'm probably going to want to turn around immediately. That's why I have it such a sharp incline there. And then if I'm really pushing, then I have it as a slower incline so that I can get it kind of, it helps with people like Black Widow or Hawkeye. It's not an immediate straight line all the way up. I can go and kind of push and then flick again. It's like overcorrect and then correct again, especially if you're shooting someone, hit someone and then flick over to another target and hit them. That's what that's for. That's why I like to have it like that. A little bit of an explanation, but for almost everyone that's flicking around the edge of the stick, slopes like this work. But if you want to keep your lower sensitivity for longer and for most of your stick, like you're a lower sensitivity player, you definitely want to bring this first line out as far as possible. And if you're testing for that comfortable spot, this is where it works for me. I think it's a good spot for you, but if you don't like it, that's how you adjust that. Now everything else, I kind of got into it a little bit. This is, the farther out this goes, the smoother the incline's going to be. So it's going to be a slower ramp up to the fastest speed when you're spinning around. But again, like I said, I like to make it fast because when I've got this low sense, I'm using it. If I have my stick all the way out to one side, I want to turn around. So I kind of want it to be max speed. So I want it to be fast. So it's a good balance there. Below that minimum curve again right here. This is, so for that low sense, this is how you make it last longer. This is how you make it higher or lower. Say 25 is too slow for you in that little area, you can bring that up. And if it's too fast for you still, you can bring that down. That's why I say don't worry about this 500, 380. This 500 sense is intimidating when you're looking at it. But if you have this low enough, you're not even gonna feel it. The only thing that this 500 is for that outer part of your stick out here. We want that to be as fast as possible, right? If you're all the way out to the edge of your right stick, that means that you need to turn around. That's why we have this maxed out. But we only want to use that maxed out sense if we're trying to flick around. So we're reserving this little area for just slow sense. And if you want it to feel slower, it feels too fast at where I've got it, go ahead and lower that slope. That's how you fix that right there. This is how fast it's adjusting that slope again. So we're hitting that input right here. You go through, and once you hit halfway through that input, the sharper angle this is, the faster it's going to shoot up to max sense. So that's what this will do. It'll make it, how fast does it get to a faster point? So say like at 80, it shoots up to like, at this point of your stick, it shoots up to like 400. But then on this other slope right here, you shoot it all the way out, that's when it hits 500. So that's what that slope does right there. Adjust that for how fast you want that to be, ramp up speed. And then this 15 maximum input dead zone, the higher you make this, the less far you have to push out your stick to the end. So the edge of my analog stick's input is actually right here, but the farther I bring this in, this is how far I have to push it out for it to register as a max input. So I don't have to push it out as far to hit that max input area. If it feels like you're ramping up to max speed too quickly, especially if you don't have foam on your rings, you can go ahead and bring that back out, all the way back out to the edge. It gives you more playing room, but generally it'll lower your response time in gunfights, so it gives you a little bit of advantage. Don't do it too much because it doesn't give you enough space to play with, but just a little bit so that it lowers your response time. These are the rest of his settings. Here are my aim assist settings, and then my reticle settings. I'll go into that, and then I'm going to go into his bindings that I like, but I use this green dot on every hero, but I'm going to show you guys the settings for that. But you can go ahead and copy it if you want that little green dot that I have, because I find it really good, especially for people like Bucky, the Winter Soldier. Another big setting for him is hold to raise shield. I don't like that toggled, and hold to dash. Again, that's that hero dash. I have it on toggle. That way you can do that little stutter step that I was talking about before. Again, you toggle that on, and that is on, like, for good. So these are two big settings that really help improve his gameplay. And these are my bindings. I say this in every single video: make sure your jump button is not A. If you are jumping with a button that makes you take your right thumb off of your aiming stick and hit a different button, you're doing it wrong. You need to be able to press a button while keeping both thumbs on both sticks. That way you can jump, move, and aim at the same time. Especially with his leap, you need to be able to not just jump and then use your left stick, right, to move around. Like, if I'm jumping like this, I can't aim that attack. But if I'm jumping like this, I can move it around at the same time as jumping. So you need to have your jump bind be something that is not going to make you take your right thumb off of your right stick, so you can do both at the same time. Those are all the settings. I'm going to run through some of my other settings because some people are asking for all of them. This is what I'm running for display. I'm getting pretty good performance. I don't have a crazy good rig, but about a medium rig, and I'm getting good performance. These are my settings here, and here are my audio settings. I'll just go through everything. People were asking for it. Keyboard, I don't play on mouse and keyboard. It's the whole point of my channel. Social, here's what I got. Other, and then accessibility. Here are my color settings for what I see. Hopefully this was helpful. Another hero down. Let me know who you want to see next down below. We're trying to get healers and tanks. All of my votes have been for DPS characters for the majority, so let me know some healers you want to see. Let me know some tanks you want to see. We all got to get in there and play different roles, especially if you're in rank. So let me know in the comments down below what you want to see. If you want to see something other than Marvel Rivals hero stuff, if you want to see like my favorite controllers, what I look for when I'm shopping for a controller, I've seen some people interested in that. If I get some more comments about that, I'll definitely make a full-length video on it. Maybe some other games you want to see that you want some help with tweaking your settings, but leave anything you want to know down below. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. I never thought that I would have a hard time responding, but these videos are doing so well that I'm trying to play catch up. But for now, I'm at least marking down when everyone is voting for a hero. That way that I'm getting what people want to see first before I make my way through the whole list. But then again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Happy holidays. I'm recording this on Christmas. You're probably seeing this the week after. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.